Hello everyone, welcome to ShailajaIAS. This is Subhash. Welcome to another class of PYQ Decoder. Today in class 5, we are continuing the environmental series for Prelims 2026. So what we do in this class 5 is discuss another important theme based on previous year question papers, which is biodiversity and conservation. Okay, it's an encompassing theme where you're conserving biodiversity, the species in that, you're linking global laws, conventions. It's a continuation of theme 2, theme 3, which we studied in the previous two classes. So now, whatever you have studied, mainly application questions, analytical questions, the characteristics of species, all these are asked, which is in the theme biodiversity and conservation. So without any wasting time, we'll see which are the important PYQs and how they have framed the questions from this important theme. Okay, biodiversity and conservation. So 2021, we'll see with respect to biodiversity and conservation. Question had come from with respect to blue carbon. Which of the following is termed blue carbon? Blue, right? Very simple, very straightforward. It was carbon captured by oceans and coastal ecosystem. Blue, water, which is having highest water, oceans and coastals, right? 72% of the earth is covered by oceans. Yes. Let me know in the comment section. Carbon sequestered in forest biomass and agriculture soil, what it is called, which carbon it is called. Carbon contained in petroleum and natural gas. Okay, which carbon? Same wise, you can ask what is green hydrogen, what is grey hydrogen, what is black hydrogen, right? Various types of hydrogen based on what raw material is used for its production, right? Different types of hydrogen is there. Same way, blue carbon, how it is stored. Carbon present in the atmosphere. So, you give me answers with respect to the option also. Here it is straightforward. Blue, carbon captured by oceans and ecosystem. Blue carbon refers to carbon stored in coastal ecosystem, marine and ocean ecosystem, such as mangrove, tidal marshes, seagrass, okay, the algae, the phytoplanktons, okay, planktons, which is blue carbon. Clear? We'll go to next question. To reduce the chance of being captured by predators, which of the following organisms rolls up and down? It will roll up and down. It will roll like this to protect its vulnerable parts. Hedgehog, marmot, pangolin. Okay. With respect to Indian pangolin and Chinese pangolin, it was in news. Okay. The species. Every year, 1 or 2 questions will come on characteristics of species. Which will stick the, okay, uses its stick. It was one of the primate question was asked. With respect to honeybees, question was asked. With respect to ant, cultivator of fungus, question was asked. So, characteristics, unique characteristics of species which are in use, question is being asked. So, here, unless you know, it will be tough. Hedgehog, marmot, pangolin. Here, hedgehog and pangolin will have this defense mechanism to protect its vulnerable parts to roll up and down. However, marmot will burrow. Marmot, no. If you see the Wild Robot movie, the marmot will burrow in wood or in soil. It will not roll on. So, answer is 1 and 3. Option D. You need to have, okay, specific knowledge with respect to how species behave, their defense mechanisms. Okay. Various defense mechanisms are there of different species. Okay. Frog will smell badly or they will make water sprout. Okay, water to sprout from their bodies. All these are defense mechanisms of various species. So here 1 and 3, they will roll up and down, and marmot will normally burrow. Okay, defense mechanism of marmot is to burrow and make visual sound, strong visual sound. So in snake, hissing and raising the hood, right? Now, which one of the following is a filter feeder? Okay, filter feeder. These are acts as biofilters. Okay, NCERT में if you see molluscans in animal kingdom, molluscans are normally considered filter feeders. Here, which of the following organisms are under molluscans? Oysters. Direct from NCERT. Okay, one question came in 2021 with respect to biodiversity and conservation. Oysters are bivalve molluscans that feed by straining suspended matter and food particles from water. The waste, food particles, suspended matter, and typically by passing the water over their specialized filtering structure, gills, their mucous membrane, it will feed all this waste. They act as a food for molluscans. So oyster are a molluscans, catfish species, right? Octopus, pelican, you have so many different, okay, taxonomy, right? Molluscans, echinodermata, all this is basic biology. 1-2 questions show up. The static questions will show up like this, linked with conservation, biodiversity, conservation, flora, fauna, their characteristics. Answer C. In 21, 4-5 questions were asked only on this theme. Urban forest governance. Okay, it can be conservation laws, okay, in previous theme also, as well as biodiversity conservation also. It was in news because in 2020, Hyderabad won as Tree City of the World. The United Nations Capital Development Fund and Arbor Day Foundation have recognized Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World. Hyderabad was selected for the recognition for a year following its commitment to grow and maintain the urban forests. Yes, statement 2 is explaining statement 1. C, check whether any statement has fact. In previous classes also and in the PYQ decoder we saw this statement based question, whenever there is a fact, year, okay, mentioned, normally it tends to make one statement wrong unless both statements are generic statements and statement 2 is explaining statement 1. Unless there is a fact, organization, it tries to make that statement wrong. United Nations Capital Development Fund. Okay, capital development fund you'll use for what? Infrastructure, right? Industry development. What it is? Okay, why is it there with respect to forest governance, forest conservation? Don't you see it? Odd one. So what was the answer? FAO, not UNCDF, right? Food and Agricultural, okay, Organization. FAO and Arbor Day, okay, Foundation, which is an NGO, have recently taken Hyderabad as 2020 Tree City of the World recognized. So not UNCTAD, you see, very sensitive. Okay, if you are able to analyze the option, UNCTAD will not sit properly with respect to forest governance. Okay, FAO and Arbor Day, not UNCTAD, Capital Development Fund, which is normally with respect to infrastructure industry. So statement 1 is wrong, statement 2 is right. So answer will be D. Clear? Recognition was given by FAO. Clear? How to recognize where pitfalls have been kept by UPSC is a skill learnt through UPSC PYQs through understanding examiner traps where he is keeping in each subject. Next, with reference to Indian elephants, consider the following statements. 4 he has given, okay, normally 2 will be right, and if you see the option, 2 statements right or only one option, A and B, okay, C 3 only is there. The probability of getting this right is less compared to this. This is purely maths. When you speak probability, no? All the pairs and one pairs mostly will not be the answer. And whenever he has given 3 statements and IR questions, which we have observed recently, places in news, none of the above options are normally becoming right. This is by observing, by analyzing the statements also and using your knowledge also you will get to the answer, not by blind, okay, blind tricks or techniques. The leader of an elephant group is female. We know elephant is a matriarchal and it has a society kind of structure. where young, old, okay, families will thrive and survive. The maximum gestation period can be 22 months. Normally in humans, 9 months. Elephants are also mammals. Okay, it can be 22 months possibility. Yes, they have one of the highest gestation period if you have studied. Okay, all these are Indian Forest Service. Okay, based on that, biodiversity, conservation, forestry, themes will repeat, questions will definitely come in environment. An elephant can normally call till age of 40 only. Whenever there is a specific, okay, can women become pregnant at 40, at 45? Possibility till menopause is achieved, she can be pregnant. Yes, complications will occur, but she can become pregnant. Okay. Same wise in elephant, is there any specific year she can call only till 40? Okay. That statement will become wrong because you can't keep a definite year. Okay. When you can't keep it for humans, can you keep it for an mammal, elephant, which has more gestation period? Among the states in India, the highest elephant population is in Kerala. Okay, this is news, current affairs. Okay, and fact, okay, they can easily swap the state. It was Karnataka according to 2017 or 18 census. Okay, this question came in 2022. Before that, 1 year or 2 years before, the census came and Karnataka had the highest elephant. Okay, after that, Assam or Kerala. So, statement 1 and 2 were right. 3 is wrong. 4 also they have swapped the state. So gestation period can be up to 22 months, but occurs in 50 and 60 years also. And Karnataka has the highest population based on 2017 census. Okay, very common sense, very logical. If you are able to deduce, then you will be able to see first 2 statements are right and then 3rd and 4th statement is wrong. Now we'll see next question. Biodiversity and conservation. Which of the following protected areas are located in Cauvery Basin? You need to know geography. Cauvery Basin, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Puducherry, right? Now you put Karnataka, okay? Mysore, Mandya region, Nagaravale National Park, yes. Papi Konda. Andhra Pradesh for hill, what they'll say? Konda. Konda ektava. Konda, hill. Okay. Andhra Pradesh, is it having Cauvery Basin? No. Papi Konda. Konda means hill in Andhra. Telugu. Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. Okay. Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. Kerala also. Kerala Tamil Nadu border. Karnataka border. Yes, this also. Yes, this also. These are bordering. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserves, if you know. Same question had come. Which of the following belongs to Nilgiri Bio Reserve? Okay. Now he has asked Cauvery Basin. That's all. So here answer is except Papikonda, other 3 pairs are right. 3 pairs. Here pairs were not there in 2020. It was introduced after 22. So Nagaravale, Satyamangala, Wayanad are part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve and Cauvery Basin. Directly asked which of the following are part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve in 22-23. In 2020, he had already asked similar type of question with respect to Cauvery Basin. And Papikonda is in Godavari River Basin. Okay, not in Cauvery Basin. I hope that was clear. With reference to India's biodiversity, Ceylon frogmouth, coppersmith barbet, grey-chinned minivet, and white-throated redstart are birds, reptiles, primates, amphibians. Okay, current affairs in newspaper, okay, in Wildlife Watch, okay. These questions were asked directly, which were birds, not reptiles. He'll give the species names. Based on that, you should be able to answer. These are all avian species found in India. Ceylon frogmouth in Western Ghats. Others are in various regions across Himalayas, foothills. These birds are found. Reptiles also questions were asked. Okay, with respect to butterfly also, question has been asked in UPSC. And in current affairs, if this species with respect to birds, reptiles, okay, new amphibian is found, new butterflies are found, then please note it down. Question might be thrown upon in 2026 prelims. It might show up. Which protected area is known for the conservation of subspecies of Indian swamp deer, that is Barasingha, that thrives on hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous? Kanha National Park, Manas National Park, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Tal Chappar Wildlife Sanctuary. You need to know the locations and important species of all this also. Okay, all the options which are in news, question might show up with respect to this option in 2026. Note it down. Answer here is Kanha National Park of Madhya Pradesh. The hard ground Barasingha is the state animal of MP and unique to Kanha National Park. Unlike other subspecies, no, it depends and it will be in hard ground grasslands and it is graminivorous. Okay, it depends on that grassland, hard ground grassland in Kanha National Park, Madhya Pradesh, and it's a state animal also. If you know the important state animals, if you have read, okay, that if you have made, you will be able to answer it. Next, which of the following are the most likely places to find musk deer in its natural habitat? Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary, Gangotri National Park, Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary, Manas National Park. You should know where they are found, okay, their characteristics. The musk deer, no, in Himalayas, high altitude region they are found. You should know geography linked with, okay, biodiversity and where these places are, regions are located. Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary, yes, Gangotri National Park, these are high altitude region. Ascot is in Uttarakhand, Gangotri also is in Uttarakhand. Kishanpur is in Terai, the marshy region, okay, where the water comes down and after the boulders are over, okay, the marshy region, Kishanpur, UP Terai region. So it is not found here. Manas National Park also is not found in low altitude. It's also is in Assam foothill region where Brahmaputra comes down, right? So answer is 2 pair or 1 and 2 only. Habitat, the region and the park, okay? Location of those sanctuaries region, if you are able to correlate, you will be able to answer. This was one of the tough question. Blindly you can't go 4, put 2 right. If you see, all have 2 option only. At least you can see Gangotri. You should know that it's a high altitude Himalayan deer, okay, musk deer. Then at least 2 if you have, no, you can eliminate these 2 options. 2 is not there. Then you will be able to answer. Yes, there are balance. Not every questions are pair question. You will get this type of question also. You can eliminate in few questions based on the options you know. Others, you need to use logical statement. UPSC will balance both toughness, difficulty, and to get answer, it will have some ways for the student who have studied, who have prepared well enough. Okay. That day, luck matters 1%, but 99% is your efforts, hard work. Okay. Where you might have failed in previous year with 1 or 2 marks, don't let that, okay, in the UPSC, in that day, okay, bother you or get into your mind. Make sure you go with a clean slate of mind, have confidence in yourself, have good water, sleep, food, everything before you go. That day is very important and make sure you give your best. Okay, we'll go to next question. Next, if a particular plant species is placed in Schedule 6, okay, it was in 2020, before the before the schedules were changed under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. In 22 it got amended. So that you see what were the changes. In 2020 question was asked, in 2025 question was asked, which was dropped. Okay. What is the implication if plant species is placed? That means they are endangered, threatened species. So whether you have to do anything with respect to that, you need to take permission, right? Under who? Chief Wildlife Warden. A license is required to cultivate it. Cannot be cultivated under any circumstances. Very extreme. It's a GM crop that we already saw in the previous class. Such a plant is invasive and harmful. Under which schedule invasive and harmful Okay, plants are placed. Let me know in comment section here. A license from Chief Wildlife Warden, okay, should be taken to cultivate it. Schedule 6 was added in 1991 to regulate rare and endangered varieties. Example, blue vanda, pitcher plant. Cultivation of it requires license from the Chief Wildlife Warden. I hope this is clear. Next question we'll see. With reference to India's Desert National Park, which of the following statements are correct? It is spread over 2 districts. There is no human habitation inside the park. Is it right? Okay. Some national park, okay, due to Forest Rights Act, due to tribals being there and Man and Biosphere Program, right, MAB, all this has made human habitation and cohabitation, okay, little bit mandatory, and when there is a very definite statement, that statement is wrong. And 2 district fact is given. You don't know whether it is 2 district or 2 states, okay, but statement 2 is wrong, you know. If statement 2 is wrong, you can eliminate this, eliminate this, eliminate this. Okay, in before 22, you could have eliminated. It's one of the natural habitats of Great Indian Bustard. Okay, so answer is 1 and 3. It spans Jaisalmer and Barmer, Rajasthan. It's home to Great Indian Bustard. Okay, it was in news also, presently also. It is news due to Great Indian Bustard, okay, which is critically endangered. That's protection program, okay, species rehabilitation program also is going on. The park contains several villages and several human settlement, okay, which is an exception in national parks. So 1 and 3 is correct here. I hope this is clear. Now, among the following tiger reserves, okay, direct question asked, which one of the following has the largest area under critical tiger habitat? Jim Corbett, Nagarjun Sagar, Srisailam, Ranthambore, Sundarbans. The oldest tiger reserve habitat is Jim Corbett, right? The British officer. But here, which one has the largest area under critical tiger habitat? He has asked. Largest core area and tiger habitat is Nagarjun, Srisailam. Corbett is oldest tiger reserve, right? In 1880s only it was designated. Nagarjun, Srisailam has the highest or the largest critical tiger habitat. So, located in AP and Telangana, Nagarjun Sagar, Srisailam is the largest tiger reserve in India by total area and also holds the largest critical tiger habitat, the core area where tiger reside. You have core and buffer area, right? The largest core area also is with respect to Nagarjun Sagar, Srisailam. So, answer is C here. So, I hope this series will be helpful for you to consolidate the themes that you have studied in the previous themes. So make sure you revise nicely, make sure you consolidate, make note of the species, the regions which they are there, okay, the tribals linked to it, the conservation characteristics of the species, all this you make a pivot table and just note down with respect to important species where you can get 2 to 3 questions easily. 6 to 8 marks you will be able to answer from this theme if you have studied the previous and this theme. Next theme, we'll discuss another important theme of environment. Till then, keep revising. Take care.